Thank you for your continued leadership on this issue, which is perhaps the most important challenge facing the country. As mentioned, I'm CATHY ZOI, CEO of the Alliance for Climate Protection, a nonprofit organization focused on solving the climate crisis and mobilizing millions of Americans through the We campaign. Our bipartisan board of directors is chaired by Al Gore. Many Americans have a hard time thinking about our energy future, largely because their energy present is so challenging. Gas prices are hovering near $4 a gallon. Electricity and heating bills are up as well. An economy is struggling with the burden of imported oil, insecurity over future energy supplies, the urgent need to address climate change, and our troops under fire today in part due to our need to satisfy the nation's oil appetite. To solve these problems, we must repower our economy, fast. Vice President Gore has issued a challenge for us to do just that, to generate 100% of our electricity from truly clean sources that do not contribute to global warming, and to do so within 10 years. It's an ambitious but attainable goal. American know-how and an industrious workforce are up to it. Meeting this challenge will deliver affordability, stability, and confidence that our economy needs, as well as a healthy environment. And it will generate millions of good American jobs that can't be outsourced, investing in clean energy technologies here at home by people's good hard work. Meeting the challenge to repower America will involve simultaneous work on 3 technical fronts. 1, get the most out of the energy we currently produce. 2, rapidly deploy the clean energy technologies that we already know can work. And 3, create a new, smart, integrated grid to deliver power economically from where it's generated to where people live. The first front is about energy efficiency. The potential is vast and largely untapped. Now is the time to commence a comprehensive national energy upgrade that will reduce the energy bills of homeowners and businesses, even as costs of energy supplies may be on the rise. The second front in meeting the Repower America challenge, the expanded use of existing generation technologies, has a number of pieces. It will include accelerated growth in our wind energy industry. We have a strong running start. The U.S. was the leading installer of wind technology last year. T. Boone Pickens says we can get at least 20% of America's electricity from wind power. We think he's right. Solar thermal power is also booming and poised for rapid acceleration. The resource potential is so vast that a series of collectors in the American Southwest, totaling just 92 miles on a side, could power our entire electricity system. Utilities in Arizona, Nevada, and California have already begun to tap this potential, with plans for powering nearly 1 million homes already underway. And advances in thermal storage technologies, along with investments in our grid, mean that solar thermal power will be able to provide electricity at night, like coal power does today. Other energy sources will play a role as well. Nuclear and hydroelectric power will currently combine to contribute roughly 25% of America's electricity, and that will continue. Coal and natural gas can play a significant role by capturing and storing their carbon emissions safely. Our hope is that CCS emissions technology can be developed and commercialized quickly. Coal isn't clean without it. There are reportedly a few CCS plants now proposed in the U.S., although another roughly 70 proposed coal plants have no such plans to capture their carbon pollution. This must change. The third front to Repower America challenge is the creation of a unified national electricity grid. A super smart grid will form the backbone and the entire skeleton of our modern power system. Efficient high-voltage lines will move power from remote, resource-rich areas to places where power is consumed. It will also allow households to make money by automatically using energy at the cheapest times and sell electricity back to the grid when they can. A smart meter spins both ways. Now, what about the money for meeting this 100% clean power challenge? It will require a one-time capital investment in new infrastructure, with the bulk of funding coming from private finance. If policies reward reducing global warming pollution, private capital will flow towards clean energy solutions. But the most important cost figures to consider may be the ones we'll avoid. American utilities will spend roughly $100 billion this year on coal and natural gas to fuel existing power plants. And they'll spend more next year and the year after that, until we make the switch to renewable fuels that are free and limitless. Now, why a 10-year challenge? Well, the science, the economic pressures, and our national security concerns demand swift, concerted action. The best climate scientists tell us we must make swift progress to turn the corner on global carbon emissions, or the ecological consequences will be irreversible. And second, the solutions are available now. we'll hear from the fellow panelists. There are no technology or material impediments. We can and must seize this moment. Failing to move swiftly will deprive the U.S. economy of earnings from one of the fastest growing technology sectors in the world. Let's get going. We've done this before. We mobilized the auto industry in 12 months to service the hardware needs of World War II. The Marshall Plan to reconstruct Europe was executed in 4 years. And as Vice President Gore pointed out, we reached the moon in 8 years, not 10. We can do this. I'm hopeful that with your leadership, we will accept the challenge of building a safe, secure, and sustainable energy future. Thank you.